Hey everyone, today we're going to show you how to calculate a monthly payment in Google Sheets using the payment function. And it's super easy to do. If you're familiar with the time value of money, it should be fairly straightforward and fairly easy to do, something you probably used before. All we have to do in order to do that is we need a couple criteria. So we need an interest rate, number of periods, and also the present value, which we have here kind of laid out a little differently or referred to as a little differently. So what we're going to do in our monthly payment, we're going to do equals PMT, and we'll hit tab. So here it's saying it's the periodic payment for an annuity investment. Also, as we know, it can be used as a monthly payment mechanism. Something you can do in Google Sheets as well, which is kind of nice. Right now, it doesn't have what it's going to be asking for. Like I know it's, our interest rate, our number of periods, and a present value. But if you're not familiar with it, what you can do is just click on this little question mark here. It's going to outline what you're looking for. It's going to ask you specifically what it needs for this calculation. So we'll go ahead and do that. And before we get started, something else to note is that when we're doing this calculation, we need to make sure we're comparing apples to apples here. So we have everything on an annual interest rate, 30-year payments, but we need to get it, if we want it monthly, we need to ensure that it's all calculated as monthly. So first thing we're going to do is with our interest rate, we'll click on that. And because it's annual, we need to divide that by 12 to get it to be monthly. So all we have to do is just do the 6% interest rate divided by 12, and we should be good. And then we'll just do a comma. It's going to ask us for the number of periods. So the number of periods is 30. But again, that's 30 years, and we want how many months that's going to be. So 30 years times 12 months, it's going to give us 360 payments over the life of the mortgage or the loan or whatever it is we're trying to figure out. And then the present value. So we'll just go ahead and click on the present value, and you'll see it's already generating that for us. And then we can just do close parentheses, and we'll hit enter. And it's going to give us negative $2,997.75. So that's what our monthly payment would be. And you'll see that it's negative. And that's just because our loan amount, being positive, this is like the negative iteration of that, where you're paying for it or whatever it might be. So in the situation where, let's say there was an investment, like you invested $500,000 and it was outgoing investment, so maybe it's negative there. Then with the monthly payment, it's going to be positive coming back in. No, I don't know why it's formatted as red, but you can see it's positive. So just something to keep in mind as well. If you do negative, it's going to change how your monthly payment looks. Obviously, it's not a material thing if you're just looking for a monthly payment, but essentially that's all you have to do to figure out your monthly payment using that information. But let's say, we're feeling ambitious. We want a 20-year loan. What we can do is switch the 20, and because the formula already captures it on a monthly basis times 12, so we're going to see, okay, that drove up our payments. It goes up to $3,582. So we're paying an extra $582 a month, essentially, but we're paying it off 10 years earlier. We can do this. We'll go back to 30 years. We can do the same thing with our interest rate. Let's say our interest rate's not so high. It was better times, 4%. And that dropped our payment from $2,997 down to $2,387. So it really shows you the impact that an interest rate has on payments and on loans and whatnot. So very important to know, and this payment function is a good tool to figure out how much you can afford, different variables, and how they will impact you on a monthly basis. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe to the Excel Guy. Thanks and have a great day.